Hi everybody, welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC and tonight I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY products, so I hope you join me. If you're seeing this part, you're probably catching the replay, so hashtag replay, let me know you stopped by. Gonna set up my keyword, share this into my VIP group. If you are not a part of my VIP group and you want to know specials, giveaways, insider information, make sure you type VIP into the comments so you can get tonight's links and all of that fun stuff. And then I'm gonna hop over to Facebook. Say hello when you hop on. Let me know you are here. If you're watching the replay later, just hashtag replay. Let me know you stopped by. Make sure you heart, share, and comment if you would, please. All right, here we are. Hi, Ann, how are you? Okay, let me share this. Tonight's keyword is messy. So we are gonna use a couple transfers tonight that are already low in stock, and when they sell out, they will not be reordered. So if you want so if you want these transfers or you want to go take a look, make sure you comment messy in the comments. I cannot believe how fast they are selling out. Oh my goodness, my computer is froze. Hopefully, you guys, am I froze? If it's not one thing, it's another. Hi, Amy, how are you today? I hope. All right, hopefully it's working. Yes, I'm backwards. I am sorry. Still have not been able to figure out the microphone thing, and Chris is busy in the garage. He just got like 4 more pallets of stuff to sell, you guys, so he's been unloading. So I'm on my own. So say hello when you hop on. If you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay. Let me know you stopped by. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to work with 2 transfers tonight that are already low in stock. The new Peanuts autumn transfers and our holiday home that came out a week ago Friday, about half of them are already low stock and are going to sell out. One already sold out, and when they sell out, they are not reordering those. So if you want anything from that new launch or anything that's under what's new, that's Peanuts or the holiday home, like the etched reindeer that we did, where I made the sign, that's low stocked. The new etched ornaments, that's low stock. The bundle has already sold out, and now the single transfer is low stock. Basically all of the Peanuts transfers are low stock. And then also, I don't know why, but I cannot see my comments on my computer, but I guess it doesn't matter because, hi Linda, because I can see them on my phone. But we are gonna do this one tonight. The world needs messy people. I'm gonna make my daughter a shirt. So this one is low stock, and this one is also low stock. The mistletoe pattern is low stock as well. And I'm trying to think of what other ones. The sunflower one is low stock. That one came out a little while ago, but that one is low stock. So I did post in my VIP group which ones are low stock and going to sell out and will not be reordered. So let's get started. We are going to start with the shirt, and then we are going to make the tray. And I told my daughter I'm going to make her and Jacob matching shirts because they're both a little messy. They're both a little messy, believe it or not. I was going to make myself a shirt tonight, but the transfer I was going to use for that, it's not low stock yet, so I figured I better use a transfer that is low stock and use it before I can't. So, all right, so this is just a shirt, a Gildan shirt from Hobby Lobby, but you can pretty much get these anywhere. I also picked one up the other day at Walmart. Our Walmart, I don't know. A couple times I had gotten this brand shirt in there, but then like their prices went like skyrocket, and I was like, that's really weird. I'm not paying that. And then when I checked the other day, it was back down to like $3 a shirt. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing in there, but their prices in Walmart have changed as well. But I know Michaels has these shirts fairly decent priced. You can even get some on Amazon. Amazon obviously has a lot of different designs to choose from. All right, so I never pre-wash mine. You can absolutely pre-wash them. Hi Carol, how are you today? I am doing wonderful. You do not have to pre-wash it. You absolutely can. I have not found with our ink, because our ink is made to wash and dry and all of that. I've never had a problem with it. Linda, thank you for the stars. So if you have never used our ink before, you want to put an ink mat in like I did. I did put an ink mat in the cart link. So today's keyword is messy. This is called messy people. So it says the world needs messy people. And what I do is I put the ink mat in. It is sticky, so it holds my shirt in place. And I like to use the transfer brand new when I'm using it on fabric, because that's when it's the stickiest, and you do not fuzz like we will our next project, because you want it to be super sticky. So if I'm going to use a transfer for inking, I like to use it for inking first, so I know that it is the stickiest it's going to be. I usually take 3 fingers down, like this one looks like it's about 4. I didn't make this one, but this one looks like it's about 4, but I usually do about 3 fingers down. So 3 or 4 fingers down from the collar is what I normally do, and I just line it up with the collar and the tag. So I'm just gonna go down a little bit here. All right, so I'm gonna go right there. And it's a little crooked, so I'm just gonna move it just a little bit. All right, and I don't know, we moved our shipping stuff to the garage, so this is all I'm left with. I wanna sort of make sure, since this is not for me, that it is sort of lined up here. I think it's good enough. It probably should go over this way just a tad. I do have the collar things that help line it up as well. I'm not sure where they are at the moment. It's still, I don't know if that's, all right, we're gonna leave it right there. Your favorite transfer. Hi Anita, how are you? Brenda, I hope you're having a better day today. All right, so I'm going to make sure this is down. So like I said, I'm gonna make Jacob and Olivia matching shirts, because usually, well, my husband and I both like to be organized and clean. He's more organized than I am. I like to be organized, but more than anything, I like everything to be clean. And then, but don't tell anyone I said this, but Jacob and Olivia are messy, both of them. It's finally not over. Yay! It is finally so nice here. Well, hopefully it doesn't get hot again, but it had such a nice breeze this morning. I opened up the door and it was in the 60s, and it felt so good out there. All right, I always double check to make sure this is down really good, because our ink is permanent. I cannot fix it or remove it. But if I make a mistake, I can always cover it up with something. If I got ink over here, I could put something over here if I wanted to, depending on what I'm working with. I could put a flower, a heart. Since this is a Peanuts character, I could put Woodstock, Snoopy, like a little one. So I could try to cover up my boo-boo if I wanted to. Hi Nancy. Whoa, Linda, that went too fast. I think you said it got down to 48. You got some rain, yay, you're better. Oh, good. Ooh, salsa. That sounds amazing. I think we're gonna have breakfast for dinner, and I gotta make that as soon as I'm done. All right, so I'm just actually gonna use the backer sheet to cover up. I like to cover up my workspace so I don't accidentally get ink. I'm just gonna use black, so I'm just gonna use black velvet. You're having your fake fall. That's what we're having. I guess we can call it fake fall too. Because it is gonna get a little bit warmer, and then I don't know. But I mean, really, we don't start getting cold till like November, so who am I kidding? Okay, so I'm using black velvet, but today's keyword is messy. So if you type messy in the comments, you're gonna get the link to this transfer, the other one we're gonna use, and these are both low quantity, will not be reordered, so go grab them. They just came out, you guys, but they are so popular. Our Peanuts transfers have been amazingly popular. Okay, so I always start at the top and work my way down just so I don't drag my arm through it. So with ink, put in an ink mat. If you don't have an ink mat to hold your shirt in place, at least put in a piece of cardboard or even your backer sheet, because this could go through to the back of the shirt because it is ink, it's permanent, it's thin. Carol, they do, that is awesome. I'm not too familiar where things are here still, but we love it here in North Carolina. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start at the top, light pressure, and I just work my way down. And light pressure, like I said, because ink is, it's a lot thinner than our chalk, and I do light pressure because I don't wanna accidentally push it up under the transfer by pushing too hard. I've never really done that, but that's just how I was taught, so that is what I do. And then when I get to the bottom here, I just turn my squeegee around and go up so I don't accidentally go off the transfer. And then I do go over it a couple times just so I make sure it soaks in. But really on the t-shirts, I don't really have a problem. If it's like canvas, yes, because it's much thicker. And so canvas, you know, it has to really soak in, and you have to push a little bit harder on canvas or go over it several times. But on these t-shirts, it really takes really well. So, but I just go over it a couple times just to make sure I didn't miss any spot. And then just like with chalk, you need to squeegee it off, especially with ink, because if you leave a big pile of ink and you don't squeegee it off, it's gonna be super sticky and it's not gonna dry right, and it's not gonna dry even. So you always wanna squeegee it off. So that is what we are going to do. And I got a little bit on the back of there, so we're gonna move it. So now we just squeegee all of it off and put it back in the jar. And then if you are afraid you're gonna go off your transfer when you're using ink, you can absolutely put our placement tape around the edges, or even like blue painter's tape around the edges. Hi Margie, how are you? I am doing good. Hey Jean, hope you ladies are having a fantastic day. All right, so we're just squeegeeing these off. Today's keyword is messy, because you know, the world needs messy people, and also I am messy. All right, so you just wanna make sure you get it all off, because like I said, you need it to be all even and consistent, but also you're gonna wash your transfer immediately, especially when you're using ink, because these transfers, it has a silk screen, and you do not want it to dry in the silk screen, or else you'll never be able to use your transfer again. So super important to wash it right away. So I'm gonna stick this in my water, close this up so I don't accidentally get it anywhere. All right, always check your fingers. You wanna make sure, like I got some on there, so I'm gonna use a baby wipe. And because ink takes a little bit longer to dry. Well, it usually takes like overnight to dry. You can take your time. It's not like with chalk. So I can wipe my hands off. Excuse me, I can take my time. So I just want to make sure I don't have any ink on here before I touch this. And then I'm just going to pull it straight up. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you caught me live as well. All right, so straight up. And you guys, I usually just pull it straight off. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. The world needs messy people. I'm putting this directly into my water and we're gonna wash it. And I'm gonna turn it around and show you. I am sorry it is backwards. I need to get my mic fixed. The world needs messy people. How stinking cute is that? This transfer is a low quantity, so if you want it, go grab it before it is gone. But how cute is that? Let me know what you think in the comments. We're gonna let this dry, and then tomorrow we'll heat set it, but you just heat set it with your household iron. It is that easy, and then you can wash it and dry it like normal. You can also use these on towels, pillowcases, any kind of fabric that you want. Isn't it so cute? I think it's adorable. Okay, let's wash that because I need to make sure it is clean. And also, you don't want to let your transfer sit in here very long. You can let it like sit in here for like a minute or so. I mean, you don't want to like put it in water and walk away and forget about it, because over time the water will dissolve the stick. Okay, isn't it so cute? I think it's adorable. I think it is so cute. And you guys, it looks so professional. Like, people are gonna be like, if you make a shirt, they're gonna be like, where did you get that? And then you're gonna be like, I made it. And they're gonna be like, wait, what? You made that? All right, so you wipe the front and the back, get all of the ink off. It might stain, it's okay, it does. That's gonna happen. Then I put it sticky side down and I wipe the front and the back. I don't want that to spill. I wipe the front and the back. I don't know why my comments are not coming up on my iPad today. Hi, Gwen. I don't see a place to follow you. Joe. After the live, if you click out and you go to my main page, if you just click the main page, there should be a follow button. You need to make your daughter one too. Yeah, like I said, Jacob and Olivia are both getting one, whether they like it or not. All right, so I can't, if someone could help Joe find the place where to follow. I'm not sure if it looks the same or not, but if you click on Crafting by the Bay, there should be a blue follow button, or like, I'm not sure what it looks like now. They change it all the time, but I thank you for being here, Joe. I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna leave it sticky side up to dry. It will dry in just a few minutes. You can also dry it with your hair dryer, and then you just stick it back on the white side, and then you can use it again. Oh, use Power Wash by Dawn and it won't stain the transfer. Brenda, I have always been told not to use any kind of chemicals, soaps, anything on my transfers. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that. I know it would be on the front, but I don't know. Your husband needs it. One of the three of my kids need this, so it is definitely for her. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that down there, let it dry, and we're gonna move on to the next one. I've been saving this for the perfect transfer. So this is our little wooden riser. This is also in the cart link. So you can paint this if you want to. I'm actually just gonna leave it the way it is. And we are gonna use the mistletoe pattern, which is also low quantity. You guys, these transfers are going so fast. I can't believe it. You guys know I love a good pattern. So pretty. This would make a really pretty like lumbar pillow. We have pillowcases. You can use the ink like I just did on that shirt. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna wax it. It's really, really smooth. You can paint this, stain it if you want to. Like I said, I'm leaving it plain, but we are going to, actually, I'm gonna let you guys decide. Should I do this in Nominee? I don't know if Nominee would look good on this. Should I do it white? Or I can do it white, all white. I can do it Nominee, or I can do it in Ivy and Cabernet. You guys let me know what color you want to see, and I'm gonna fuzz it while you guys are telling me. Let me know. When you hop on, say hello. Do me a favor, type the word messy into the comments so you get tonight's info. I saw that up. Ooh, and what? I don't know what, I don't know. Oh, Brenda, I'm gonna have to find out. I don't know, we've just always been, Ivy and Cabernet. Am I putting something over the top? Like another design, Anita? No, I am just putting this design. I'm just putting this design on it. Brenda, especially with our old transfers, but I would assume with these too, they always told us not to use any chemicals, any soap. It could remove the stick off the back. Only water, and also, oh, what did you, now, Anne, I already forgot what you said, but this is the blueberry breeze refresher, sparkling water. We've always been told not to use any kind of chemicals, soap, anything. It could remove the stick, and if you do, and it removes the stick and you've only used it like once or twice, it voids your warranty. Ivy and Cabernet. So yeah, so I don't care about the stains. The stains don't affect the quality of your transfer. It still works, it's just stained. And honestly, right now, Dunkin' does not have any flavors that I really like. So that's good, right? So I tried this refresher the other day after church and I really liked it, so. All right, so I am fuzzing this because it is going on a hard surface. So if it goes on a hard surface, you fuzz. Brenda, I'm glad you found something that works. Yeah, I haven't even used squeegees. I just use my regular soap, like my Dawn, we use Dawn dish soap and the little scrubby thing, and I use that, or sometimes I'll even put them in the dishwasher, but I have never ever used anything on these. They're too much of an investment to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna see which way I want it to go here. I want it to go, I don't think it really matters. This way is the way the transfer goes. The writing is on the bottom. So maybe I will go this way. All right, I think I'm just gonna go do it this way. Push it down really good. And we're gonna do, like I said, 2 colors. We are gonna use Ivy. And I think I'm gonna do the Ivy. I think I'm gonna do the Ivy and then I'm gonna dry it and then I'm gonna go back and do the berries is what I think I'm gonna do. But when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you are there. I'm actually just gonna use a multi-tool. And so I'm gonna start with all the Ivy. Type the word messy into the comments so you get today's supply list. My husband's Etsy link. All my other links are on there, Amazon link. I might do chalk and pull because I don't want this to dry on me. So this is chalk. What we just used on the t-shirt was permanent ink. This is chalk. It's semi-permanent, which means it's removable off like glass, metal, chalkboards, but off porous surfaces like this wood, it is permanent and you can seal it. You can also seal a chalkboard if you wanted to, but chalkboards are amazing, especially if you have a storage issue, because with the chalkboards, you can reuse it over and over. You just spray your chalkboard with some water and the chalk gets soft and you can wipe it off and reuse your surface. So if you don't have a lot of storage and you like to make cute signs, a chalkboard is the way to go. You can get a couple nice chalkboards and then change out your transfers every now and then. All right, so I'm gonna finish this little section right here and then I'm gonna pull it off because I can already tell that it's drying. So you literally can put this chalk in these transfers on any surface. It doesn't have to be a surface off my DIY website. You could have something at home. You could take an old spaghetti jar and you could put a pretty design on there, put a candle in the middle, inside the jar. Like literally you can put these on anything. And I know we have a lot of new followers, so in the comments, let me know the craziest thing you think you have ever put a transfer on. So I'm just gonna pull this up because if I don't, this is chalk, it dries fast. It's chalk in paste form. So I don't want it to dry in the silk screen because this isn't completely cut out, it's a silk screen. So I need to pull it back so it will be on my surface and not dry in here. But look at how pretty. All right, so we are going to lay that, well, we're just gonna dry that really quick so I don't smear it. And then we're gonna lay it back down and continue going. A toilet seat, now there you go. I have not done that. That would be hilarious in our kids' bathroom. If it was just their bathroom, I totally would, but it's also our guest bathroom. But that would be really funny. A toilet seat, okay. I mean, I chalked on our microwave before, and people are like, that's gross, you can't, how do you clean your microwave? I still clean my microwave, so we're a very clean family, and I still clean my microwave, and I just use a dry cloth on top of the actual chalk, and then I clean around it with the other stuff, so. Okay, so now I'm just gonna lay this back down. It was funny, I think that's hilarious. All right, so this I'm just gonna line back up. And then I'm not gonna touch that area, and then I'm just gonna keep going. Linda, I was gonna ask that, but I didn't. I was thinking maybe the ones, the smaller ones, the little quirky bathroom signs we had a while ago. Guess. Okay, now I might have to do that. That is funny. Now that I've seen that 2 of you have done that. Bathroom mirror. Okay, Penny, I have done that before. Where? I'm looking for my little detailed tool so I can, here it is. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and do these. I'm just making sure they're down really well, and I'm gonna do these berries as I go, I guess. My family probably wants me to hurry up because they're probably getting hungry. All right, so I don't know if any of my family is watching me right now, but I'm gonna have to do the toilet one day. I think that would be so funny. Okay, so this is Cabernet. This is one of our En Vogue colors, which means it's seasonal. So En Vogue colors are only here for a short amount of time. So Ivy and Cabernet just came out a while ago, and so they will probably be here through the end of the year if they don't sell out first. I put the old transfer that said one day or day one, you decide. That's funny. Okay. All right, so then I'm just going to release that, get those cute little berries on there. I love it, look at how pretty. All right, lay that back down, and then we're gonna continue on. Now, I'm not doing the berries. If I did the berries first and then I did the green, the berries are so small they're gonna dry by the time I get to the leaves, so that's why I'm doing those last. But every time you pull it up, you wanna make sure that you make sure it is stuck back down really well. So now we're going back to the ivy. And this surface, I haven't used it yet, so it's chalking really, really well. It's nice and smooth. It would be very pretty stained or painted. So this multi-tool is definitely much smaller than a mini squeegee. So that is why I'm using it. I don't want to accidentally hit the berries. If you don't have a multi-tool, you can cut your small squeegee or your mini squeegee into halves or thirds. And then the detail tool that I was using for the berries is even smaller. And there's still a few days left for customers to join the Perks program, which is a customer program where you save 30% on all your DIY products all the time. Pretty much all of my customers are Perks members. I mean, if you can save 30%, why not? And then I have a special promotion for those that join this month in my VIP group as a thank you. All right, one more down here, and then we're gonna pull that back. So I'm not gonna take it completely off this time. I'm just gonna pull it back this way and then stop. But look at how pretty. I think this would be so pretty on a pillow and in nominee. Absolutely, Carol. Absolutely, you can do that. And if that's easier for you, you can absolutely do that. If you did that, the berries would be a little bit darker. The color might not be as Cabernet-ish. Hi, Tina, how are you? But you can absolutely do that. There's really no right or wrong way. It's whatever is easiest for you and what you prefer. It definitely probably would be quicker to do that. Like I said, the only thing is it might discolor your berries a little bit. You might not get that true Cabernet color, but you could absolutely do that. And you know, when you create, you do whatever is easiest for you. There's really no like right or wrong way. And I know we probably all teach things like a little different, right? But you just find whatever works for you. Almost dipped it in Cabernet. It's brightness, if that makes sense, of the Cabernet, because the green would be, oh, I just sort of went into that berry. Well, we will see, because I just went into that berry by accident. So we will see when I'm done. We will see. But like, say you chalked this and you didn't like the color, you could absolutely wash your transfer and go back over it in another color. But just know, like, say you did this in white and then you're like, oh man, I really wish I would have done that in color. You absolutely can, and that probably will look totally fine, not much. It probably won't make the colors that much difference because it was just white underneath. But if it was like a darker color or a more vibrant color, it could. But if you do something and you don't like it, you can absolutely wash your transfer and go back over it. Now, if it's a chalkboard, you just use your board, spray your chalkboard, use your board eraser, wipe it off, and start all over. But when it's wood, obviously wood is permanent, you can't do that. Unless you want to sand it off and then like paint your wood and restart, but that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. All right, I'm gonna see if I can just do the rest really fast. We are gonna slay. But if you just hopped on, we have a key word for today, and it is messy, because we made a t-shirt, The World Needs Messy People, and I will show that in a minute. But if you want today's supply list, my husband's Etsy link, just type the word messy into the comments and I will send you a message right here on Facebook to your messenger with today's info. And it will take you to it will just take you to the messenger. And then if you click the links, it will take you to my DIY website or to Etsy if you want. You don't have to click on the links. It is totally up to you. All right, we're almost done, and then we're gonna take it off, dry it, and then we're gonna do the berries. Actually, maybe I'll just sort of pull it up and then we'll see if we can just do the berries without drying it. All right, so I'm gonna release that chalk and I'm just gonna let it fall back down, and now I'm gonna release this part. You guys, this is so pretty. Okay, so I do not wanna touch the the areas, oh, it went a little crooked. Hopefully I did not smear that. Okay, so now I'm gonna push down where the berries are because that is the only place we are gonna chalk. I'm gonna use a clean detailed tool, or this one is a multi-tool, sorry. I'm gonna use a clean multi-tool to make sure this is all pushed down. Remember, these are sticky, so you get a beautiful, flawless design. And I just got a piece of white chalk in there. But I don't want to touch the other areas because I didn't dry it all, so I don't want to smear it. Hopefully I get all of the spots. All right, hopefully I hit all of them. All right, so we're going back in with Cabernet. And again, since the berries were so small, I'm doing them last because they definitely would have dried if I did them along with the green. These two colors are so pretty. And with the videos here, Facebook now deletes them after 30 days. So you can find them on YouTube as well, and they'll live over there. Hopefully YouTube never gets rid of them. Same name, Crafting by the Bay over on YouTube. I try to put them right after I go live. I try to put them over there so I don't forget. All right, almost done. Hopefully my first berries aren't drying. All right, 2 more and then we're done. All right. Now, hopefully I pushed down all my berries and none of them bled. Oh, it's so cute. All right. Hi, Noni. All I saw is sun. Did you have your surgery? Did they reschedule it? I'm assuming not yet. All right, so this one, because this is chalk, I can wait a minute and I can wash this when I am done, because chalk, once the water hits it, I'll be able to wash it off. But once it does dry, it is harder to get it off and it's more wear and tear because you have to scrub a little more. So it's better just to wash it as soon as you're done and when it's still wet. Isn't it so pretty? Okay, so where it hit green, I can show you, but the Cabernet actually didn't go over top of it. See, the little top of the berry is green right there. So I didn't hit it with the Cabernet, so we can't tell what it looks like. But look at how pretty that is. It looks like I bought it from a store. Like, you guys, that is how professional they turn out. So obviously it needs to dry. I don't want to put anything on it till it dries. But then you can put a candle on there, a little Christmas tree or something. But how cute, it turned out so pretty. This pattern is low stock, will sell out soon, and they are not reordering it. So if you want it, go get it. Because I can't guarantee how much longer it is going to be there, but I think it is so stinking pretty. This would also look very cute on our 3 little risers that we have that are different sizes. I love this pattern. I will still be using it even when it sells out because I love I just think it is so stinking pretty, and I love a good pattern, you guys know. So there's that one. And then if you hopped on, just want to make sure I don't have any wet chalk on my hands, but we made this funny, cute peanut shirt at the beginning. It says, "The world needs messy people," and that is Pigpen. How stinking cute is that? This one is also low stock, you guys. It is so stinking popular. I can't believe how popular it is, but it is. Our peanuts transfers are so popular. One has already sold out, but it is so stinking cute. I'm gonna make some matching shirts of this one. I think it is so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments, but if you want today's supply list or my husband's Etsy link, just type the word messy right in the comments and then go check your Facebook Messenger. That is where the message will be. If you've never messaged me before, if you go to the top of my page, because like if you don't see my message, it's probably in your other message box and you're probably like, what? I didn't know I had one. You do. There's a message request box, but if you have no idea where that is or what I am talking about and you type that keyword but you don't see my message, just go to the top of my page and click message, like you're gonna message me, and any message from keywords will pop up and you'll find it. And if you are still having trouble, just message me. A great engagement gift, yeah, and I'm gonna have to make Jacob one too. Huh? I'm making you one of these shirts. The world needs messy people.
It's a hot mess in general.
I know. Your daughter ordered all the peanuts. I know, I love them. I ordered all the last ones. But yeah, all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be here tomorrow. And I don't know what he just did. He just did something in front of me. He's trying to distract me. Yeah, it does. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go make my family some dinner, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.